farmers, it's that time of year for us to begin our 2018-2019 12th grade registration. The following video is to help you with your classes and selections for next year. As you begin thinking about your course registration for next year, please keep in mind that the classes that you choose in the next few days are very important. Please read all provided materials and follow instructions carefully. You will register for next year's classes through Skyward. The following presentation will help you navigate through the process. Let's begin by discussing what information you've received today. In your packet of information, you will find a blue senior card, as well as a pink or orange Career Center dual credit card. Both of these cards are what you will check off as far as what courses you would like to enter into Skyward. Also in your information packet, you're going to find that each counselor filled out a transcript for each student with courses needed for next year. These are our recommendations to help you with your selections for next year. Inside the registration packet, you're going to find a step-by-step sheet, a list of recommended courses for graduation, math recommendations per endorsements, VLA dual credit, blended ed, and Skyward instructions. As I mentioned, in your registration packet, you have a course preference card. The course preference card has courses that we offer at Lewisville High School. You will use this card to start selecting which courses you would like to take next year prior to entering them into Skyward. The blue senior course selection card that you have in your hands is very similar to this example that I have here. Look over your transcript, transfer some of our suggestions over to the blue course selection card, add additional classes to your selections. By the time you have selected your courses using the blue course selection card or the additional course selection cards in your packet, the main goal is to have 8 credits for next year's schedule. You will also find 2 additional course preference cards. One for our Career Center classes and another for the dual credit classes. Please keep in mind that the Career Center classes will take up 2 spots in your schedule, thus they are worth 2 credits. The same applies for our dual credit classes. They take up 2 spots in your schedule, so as you're planning and trying to get to your 8 credits, make sure that you count these double. If you are planning on taking a Career Center class or a dual credit class, please make sure to make those selections on the pink or orange course selection card. These cards will need to be turned in with your senior blue card by next Friday. Also remember that these courses are 2 credits when working your way to the 8 credits needed for next year. Also, keep in mind that Career Center courses are not to be chosen as alternates. They must be part of your main 8 credits. Do not place them as alternates. Here is an example of an evaluated transcript that I did for one of my avid students. As you can see, off to the side, I have made suggestions and recommendations of possible courses needed for graduation. Please evaluate your transcript, verify my suggestions, and transfer these courses to your blue course selection card. Each student at Lewisville High School has received a similar evaluated transcript from their counselor. If for some reason you did not receive one today, please see your counselor during block lunch to receive your evaluated transcript. Transcripts can also be found and a student's portfolio folder in their Skyward account. As you begin to evaluate and look at all the courses offered on the course card and would like to inquire about some of these courses, please use the course description guide that can be found online through LISD. Inside the course description guide, you're going to find a brief description of the course. You can also find graduation requirements inside the course description guide. The course description guide does have a list of every course offered throughout LISD. Please keep in mind that the courses offered at LHS are the ones on your blue card. Use the course description guide found online to follow your graduation plan. LISD's graduation plan can be found on page 6 of the course description guide. Use your transcript to see what courses you have already completed and are currently enrolled in for this year. Do not duplicate completed courses. Select the next course in sequence for your English, Math, Science, and Social Studies. Mark them on your course preference card as you identify them in sequence. As you plan for your senior year, please make sure to evaluate the courses that you have taken with the courses that you will be taking, and make sure that by the time we reach the end of next year, you have the required requirements in order to graduate. Each student needs 4 credits of English, 4 credits of math, 4 credits of a science or sciences, 3 to 4 credits of social studies, depending on your endorsement or college requirements, 1 credit of physical education, 2 credits of a foreign language, 1 credit of a fine arts, 6 to 7 electives, giving you the grand total of 26 state credits in order to graduate. Each year you've been in high school, you have taken a minimum of 8 credits worth of coursework each year. We're going to do it one more time. So the magic number for your course card is going to be 8 credits. The only time that you're not going to do 8 credits is for those students who are going to be choosing and are fortunate enough to have room for senior off periods in their schedule. Senior off periods do not count as credits, but we're going to pretend that they do. For example, you need 6 credits in order to graduate. That means you have room for 2 senior off periods if you wish. 6 credits plus 2 off periods is going to be our magic 8. Another example is you need 7 credits in order to graduate. Well, then you might only have room for 1 off period. 7 credits, 1 off period equals our magic 8 again. You may have 1 off period per semester. Many of you would like every period as your off period, but can't have that. So we can only have 1 every semester. You can have 1 in the fall, 1st or 4th period, and 1 in the spring, 1st or 4th period. Once you have completed filling out your course preference card with the necessary 8 credits worth of coursework and the 4 additional credits of alternates, you are now ready to log in Skyward and choose your classes. The expectation is that you will enter your selections in your Skyward account by February 23rd. Use your completed course preference cards to begin entering your information into Skyward. Provided in your registration material are step-by-step instructions on how to complete this process. Here's a quick little refresher on how to enter your courses into your Skyward account. Log in to your Skyward account and select Schedule along the left-hand side of the screen. Above your current schedule is a link for the 2018-2019 registration. Select the link and begin entering your courses using your course numbers from your course selection card. Once you've entered your 8 credits, you will need to switch over to the alternate screen, which can be found next to the registration link. Enter an additional 4 credits of alternates at this time. These are your second choice classes. Once you've completed entering your courses into Skyward, please compare those courses with the courses on your transcript. Verify that you are not taking any course previously taken. Remember, the 4 cores for your senior year are English 4, Algebra 2 or the next sequence of math, 4th Science, Government, and Economics. Also remember 2 credits of a foreign language, 1 credit of a fine arts, and 1 credit of a PE if you have not taken it already. I cannot emphasize enough the importance of having 8 credits selected on your course selection card as well as entered into Skyward. Skyward helps you keep track of the number of credits you are entering as you go. There is a counter on the upper right-hand corner of your screen that will keep track of the credits as you enter. Please make sure to take a look at that before you close out. Also remember to switch over to the alternate screen and add the 4 additional credits necessary of alternates. A minimum of 2 18-week classes or credits and 2 9-week credits. Don't forget to also enter those Career Center classes or dual credit classes you have chosen on your course selection sheet. Be sure to choose your courses carefully. These will be your final courses of your high school career. We designed the master schedule based on the courses you are choosing right now. We will ask you to honor these choices. If you have any questions, counselors starting next week will be available in the morning from 7:50 to 8:20 in the library, as well as during block lunches in the college room. Please come by, ask your question, let us help you fill out your course registration card, and get you set up for your courses for 2018-2019. Our deadline for registration will be next Friday, February the 23rd. At that time, we are asking that all your courses be entered into Skyward and that you have completed all your course selection cards and are ready to turn them in to your second period teacher. Again, we ask that you turn in your course selection preference cards with all the appropriate signatures to your second period teacher and any other additional forms that you might need in order to get your classes set up for next year. If you would like to have an early grad form or a teacher's aid form, you can find those in the college room. Those will also require some additional signatures, so please get that stuff taken care of before the February 23rd deadline. Well, farmers, that's it. Once you've completed your course selection card and added these courses to Skyward, you have begun your road to graduation. How exciting. Can't believe it. Class of 2019, go Farmers!